Hello everybody and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. And we can just barely make our way. If I go inside, 68,840. So the truck only weighs like 2 tons. Come on now. My Land Rover weighed more than that. And we also do a nice little trick every time we get on and off the brakes. Watch this. Whoop. There we go. There's your unrealism for the day. That's it. That's all you get. So we're gonna unload this here cart if we can, and make a little bit of money. We have got something to buy today. Well, I mean, we have something to buy every day, but we've I think it's going to be kind of useful. I was on the Discord yesterday asking about you know, what would a farmer use on, you know, like a smaller farm to move grain, and apparently it's not one of these. It's going to be like a small dump truck or a what else did they say? Something else. Sorry, somebody's like coughing their head off in my house, and I don't know what's going on. And I'm also speeding like a madman. So we're going to work on getting a seeder, a plow, and a dump truck. An old dump truck, because, you know, we're still broke. We may have just bought a $50-some-odd thousand combine, but we're still broke. We're very, very much broke. I'm still speeding. I figure it's only like 55 through here or something. But yeah, so that is what we're gonna try to work towards today. What else do we need to do? Well, we need to turn up our time for one. We'll always be on 5 here. I slow it down whenever I go to, you know, start the recording and everything like that. Make sure everything is kosher and everything is fine. And hit. Uh oh. I don't know if I can get out of here. Come on, one more. There we go. Yeah, pay attention to when you're driving. That's a very important lesson as well. So we need to plow in all of this field and make it one big field. We need a seeder. We need a... God, we just need a lot of stuff. So where do we even start today? Oh, well, first, the good start would be to empty out the rest of the combine, because that didn't fit everything. So I am in, like, the wrong place. I'm thinking ahead, but I'm way, way, way too far ahead right now. So let me go over here, get this emptied out, take it back up there, get all that stuff sold, and then we'll figure out the rest of the day. Another 2,600 liters to sell, so let me go do that, and then we'll be able to start today. Should be another good little chunk of money here. There we go, 4,200 bucks. All right, so I'm gonna meet you guys back down at the farm. All right, so this isn't gonna take very long. I've got the good old one out, big case with the Massey Ferguson plow, and all we need to do is just cut these fields in kind of smooth, like. Nothing, you know, too major or anything. As long as we have on create fields, that'll be a lot easier to do. These kind of cut in there like that. And then we're going to worry about getting a... because we're not going to plow the rest of this yet. It doesn't need it. We're on like 3 stage, so it should be fine, I think, for now. But... we need to get all this cut in, and we need to get a cultivator, because, you know, we can't keep that little one around forever. So it'd be a good time to get rid of it and get rid of the little plow and get to work on everything else that we've got going on. Now this is going to be very oddly shaped because I want to keep my little yard here for now, I think. Do I? How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to keep that little patch right there for now, or we'll turn it back into grass. That's probably the best bet, is to just get it reconverted back into something a little bit more usable. Because navigating around the pole is not going to be a fun time, no matter what harvester we've got. So I think that's going to be the best bet is to turn that back into grass, make our yard for the old house. We should, you know, try to sell that house and get some rent money or something. I don't know how exactly to make that work in this game, but it needs to be a thing. I wish that was a thing. If we owned a farmhouse that we could rent out for, you know, something, or get like cheaper labor rates or something. But we do own the house and the little sheds there, and now we own the bigger house and the sheep farm, so gotta constantly be on the lookout for more and more things. So what is that in the ground? That is an old bale from that little bitty baler mod from the oh, Dogface made mod. Which mod is it? The old generation one, or however you want to call it. So that's interesting, just kind of hanging out there now, isn't it? But we want to get all this raked in today. We need to get the hustle on, so we'll go ahead and buy the bigger cultivator. We'll probably go with the Massey. It seems to be the best fit for the things that we're doing on the farm. It's a ripper, so I figure that a disc would be more appropriate, but I don't have one that really fits the map. So if somebody knows of one and they would like to see me use it, and as long as it is a good mod, I will take a look at it if you share it with me. Now we've got one hell of a storm going on too, so if you happen to hear thunder and lightning, then, well, you wouldn't hear the lightning, you definitely hear the thunder. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. It's kind of like it's not kind of, it's really coming down outside. So alright, get this guy backed up here, put it in the shed, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the plow there. We won't be needing that plow anymore. That is for the Ford, and I think the Ford is going to live with us for a very long time, but more as a yard tractor or something. So we won't be needing this little plow. I don't know where the cultivator is, but we can take this and sell it and go ahead and get the Massey, and we can get everything else going. I'm about took out another mailbox right then. Now I am missing the drive sprocket for my steering wheel. So there's a motor inside of it that runs through 2 gears, and they're both solid cut, and one of them is sheared, so that's why that is not working. I need to invest in a new one, I think, at this point. Alright, so we've got the money. I'm gonna go ahead and buy our dump truck. Alright, so this fine jewel costs us $6,500, and it's an old B series Mac. Okay, and if you don't know what a B series is, they're pretty old. This is like probably from the 50s, and the door does close and all that fun stuff. There's no really IC controls, but I can kind of explain how everything works. Okay, so you got 2 shifters, right? So the first shifter is for the main transmission box. So you'd have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the second lever is for the auxiliary box. Okay, so it's a separate transmission basically. So you go from first gear to like second gear. Okay, and then you put the first shifter back into first and run through all the gears again. Okay, so then that would make it a 10-speed. 3 would be 15, and 4 would be like a 20. But most of these are like 4 plus 3s. So 4-speed on the main, 3-speed, and you get 12. You know how all that works. So yeah, pretty good mod. I did lower the price on it. It was like $100 grand, and wow, this is a very nice truck. I've never seen one go for that much money, so I thought $6,500 would be pretty applicable for a truck this age. It looks like it had a dump bed on it that has been, you know, refit and everything, although it has a def tank, and I'm not sure why. So maybe the whole motor and everything's been changed out, but I thought it was a pretty cool truck, something that we would have to play with. And I am told that this is the way that small farmers move grain, is if they don't have access to like a belly dump grain trailer or something like that, then they'd use a dump truck. So this should do us pretty good, and we won't have to be using a tipper anymore, so we can go ahead and sell our tipper. And I'm just going to go and make sure this thing should fit under the auger. I don't see why it wouldn't, but just for being sure's sake. I know this is something I should have probably tested out beforehand, but you know what? It happens. Oh yeah, we're fine. Look at there. All the room in the world. Good. Alright, so back to the task at hand. I'll talk to you guys here in just a second. Oh yeah, this just churns through that, so this is a pretty good buy. I hope to get like a big X disc or something like that whenever we move on to the much larger equipment. I think that that would be a pretty good buy for us. I think that would be, you know, something that is like region good, region safe, however we want to say it there. So we will definitely be saving up for that. Now, is there anything else I have to do today? Let's check on the animals just to be certain. Okay, water's good. Cleanliness. Okay, let me get this drug up here, and then we'll worry about taking care of our animals. We need to get them cleaned out and good to go because I don't like them being a mess. Okay, so I've got the worker just humming away there. They're probably going to end up costing me a lot of money, so we need to be kind of quick with what we do here. We're going to take their tipper, very, very old one. Hopefully we can sell it for a little bit of cash. I'm not expecting a miracle here or anything, but enough to buy, you know, some seed and some fertilizer, that kind of thing. And go ahead and get a bucket for this trailer because we don't have one. Wow, little thing was worth 2,100 bucks. Okay, now we're just going to see if I'm any good at this game. I think I can get this bucket. The forks in the bucket. Maybe not. I need something to press against. Come on. Hey, there we go. Alright, got him. Good for us. Now I don't have to make 2 trips. So we can take this back and I can get the sheep cleaned out. Now there's only one problem. We're going to have to make a pile of grass somewhere because that one bale that we gave for 15 sheep or whatever it was absolutely ridiculous. It was so many. So I think what we're going to do, that place is hard to get in and out of. I mean, not like really, but until we get like, you know, a ton of sheep, I don't see any reason to make the huge bales. So one of the purchases later will be the small baler, the Alpegio one or whatever it is. I can't remember who makes it. Oh, I can't remember. We've had it before, but it didn't work on the older stuff because of the way it attaches to the bar. So I think we'll get something like that for this tractor. And, you know, that way they can go and cut and then, you know, make money that way. And, you know, bring the bales up to the sheep. Because for right now, you know, all we're going to be able to do is the sheep. So I don't see it being too big of a problem. I know it seems like, you know, I'm like buying a lot of equipment and changing everything around. Really? There we go. But I think, you know, it's needed in some parts. We've got a lot of things that we are doing. I doubt there's even like that much here that's a problem. They're picky. They're picky over like 50 liters. Where's the rest of it? Okay, maybe I can go in through the door. Kinda get skirted around here. Let's go straight up. Get a little bit more here. Oh, no, didn't have the bucket folded out enough. There we go. Can you believe they were that picky? What am I stuck on? Must be like the the boundaries for the trigger or something. That was a problem on Altenstein. A pretty fun problem to have sometimes, but a problem nonetheless. Alright. Now that should make them 100% clean if we speed up time a little bit. Pass an hour. That should be good, right? They're still saying they're not clean. Did I, like, miss a giant pile? Sheep, you bother me. Oh well. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, now where are we going to keep this little pile of stuff? I mean, it's such a, like, a minuscule pile. Let's just... There we go. There we go. Alright, do they need any water? Let's go ahead and get them... Oops. That was a mistake. Yeah, we've got enough water to give them. We'll have to make the truck up to the main farm's pond to get them refilled at some point. Water's not accepted here because I'm an idiot, and that's clearly the food pile. There we go. Good enough for government work, as I've ran into everything. Alright, so we need our seeder here. Sower, planter. What is the correct term? Is it a planter, or is it a sower? Is it a seeder? Is it... Because I see the term air seeder a lot, but I don't know what that is. So if somebody wants to tell me, that would be just awesome. Huh. I don't know how he got turned this way, but if he wants to do all that in a go, let him have at it. That's all I'm gonna say. But while he's doing that, we can refill this and change it over to grass, and we can get this back to normal. Odd. Huh. Okay, so it will seed a field if it's plowed. Okay, that's like super duper weird. I never thought that that would be even remotely an issue. So, okay. Now, do I spray this? How is our fertilization levels looking here? Okay, yeah, let's clean this all the way back up. Good. Alright, so what do we want to plant here? What's looking good? Where am I right now? What screen am I looking for? This one. Okay, straw selling for like 79 bucks a 1,000 liters. Is it worth doing this and getting the straw bales? Or would it be better to do like canola? Because we've got plenty of soybeans. We've done the heck out of some soybeans. I don't have sugar beet because, or not sugar beet, sugar cane, because I don't have the platinum. Let's go with canola. I think canola would be kind of cool to do. We haven't done it. Helper E has completed their task. I find that to be not true. Alright, so let's get you going. That's odd, but okay. Alright, you do you, buddy. Where are you at? Where? How did you... I'm confused, dude. You're with a cultivator this wide. This does not take very long. I could honestly say that if a person had like some huge tools, unless they're like in field, 49, 50, I think you could honestly overdo it really, really quickly on this map. It just feels like that to me. The map, or or I'm just like used to it. I don't know. The fields seem like they're big, But then you go to work them and they're not, you know, that big. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just immune to it now. I don't know. I'm like a lot of hours into this game now, so I'm probably just immune to it at this point. Hopefully that guy's just working away. That thing is not the fastest planter in the world. Not a bad planter, it's just it's not fast. It's not a fast thing. Let's actually take a look at what they're doing. They are they're on the struggle bus. Maybe let me stop them. They're just wasting me money. Here, you stop. Okay. I think it confuses them. Like when it's straight, they're fine, but after that they get a little bit weirded out by everything. I think it's mainly just how that planter works. You don't turn it on and off. It's always on, and you lower the pickup not with V but with X. You have to unfold it, which doesn't make the greatest amount of sense ever, but it's how it's done with that. Now, I know this field isn't, you know, the biggest field that we've ever worked on in any of my series, but it is our largest field in this series. So I'm interested to see, you know, how far we can actually go with what we have. Alright, let's get you lifted up. I need to knock out some of this and then I can go and do my thing. I want to get this one little patch here, and we can get done a lot of what we need to get done, hopefully before we run out of time today. Now, I haven't forgot about the West Coast or anything. It's still there. It's not been deleted, but everybody seems to be really enjoying this playthrough. So I am, you know, I want to play what you guys want to watch. And comparatively speaking, I'm getting like 12 to 14 views per video of this series, you know, on average, versus like 4 on the West Coast. And it's nothing against the West Coast, but if you guys want to see more of this, then I think I'll just play more of this because I'm enjoying it. I can sit down and just play this map. It doesn't bother me one bit. It's a fun map. Alright, so I got them squared away. Now if I can just kind of get flipped around here in the direction I want to go, we can actually start planting this field a little bit. We do have canola selected. Why is it going off to the side all of a sudden? It has never done this before. It's so weird. Like, I've never seen it do that. Are we like on that steep of a hill or something? I don't know. That was... It's never done this before. It's like it's trying to go with the grain. Maybe that's the problem. It's never done this. I think we may have a small issue. Oh look, there. I swear it's like it's trying to follow the grain of the terrain mask. So that's really weird. If I turn here and it starts doing it, then we're gonna have issues. Yeah, see, it's trying to stay straight. That's... That's so weird. My immersion is being broken by this mod. It's so weird, it never done it until now. I don't know I haven't changed anything like that. All we had was in the dump truck. We've seeded plenty of fields. I seeded that whole field. This is not good. That's actually really, really not good. Alright, I'm going to lease the factory planter, the Curveland, even though it's not like the correct one for this map, and we can go ahead and sell this one. I can probably get a bag of seed. That's not going to work out. That's just, I don't know what's causing it, but I wasn't planning on getting a seeder right now, or a sower. So this is not permanent, but this is what you get when you have to, you know, use mods for a certain kind of roleplay. So, oh wow, that's only 962. I get a bag of seed. How much does this actually hold? It holds 750 liters. Okay, let me get a pallet of seed. There we go. Okay, guys, we're gonna go negative. It's gonna happen. Maybe I should have held off on getting the dump truck, but I thought that this was not gonna be an issue. But you know what? That's what I get for thinking, ain't it? I don't think this does anything. It does fertilize at the same time. We really don't need it. I don't think. Alright, that is working a ton better. Alright, there we go. This is at the limit of our tractor, by the way. I think this is what, for... How many horsepower does this thing require? Yeah, 75. So we've only got 20 horsepower to move the tractor around. So not the best bet, but you know what? I think it'll be just fine. Okay, so I'm back in the case, and I'm going to finish up this. We've got the helper in the Curveland, however you want to say it. Hopefully it don't cost me too awful much money. That'd be a not fun day. But this guy was leaving a little bit of mess, and we're almost out of time for this episode. Again, you know, if you haven't been watching all the episodes or anything, I am trying to keep these shorter. I want them under 30 minutes if I can do that, but sometimes, you know, you just can't. But I think I've got done everything I needed to absolutely get done today. I wasn't planning on renting the seeder. We've only leased it. I want to find an American branded one that we can use at some point. So that will be my next search. So I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Everybody, thank you for watching. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Another day where we didn't get too awful much done. We got a lot done, but not everything I wanted to. We're also going in the hole, so hopefully we can get this field planted, and then we can skip forward to the next day, and I think our big field of soybeans will be done, and we'll be able to do a lot better with that. So yeah, again, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.